Princess Victoria.
Your Royal Highness!
Make way!
Sir! We're in trouble, sir! What's with all the commotion? Is the sky falling? It's worse than the sky falling! Princess Victoria is here! What is Victoria doing here?
Charles, what are we going to do?
What do you mean? We have to find a way to get out of here.
In broad daylight? Mr. Charles, where are you off to?
Victoria.
You two seem close. So rough with a lady.
Nothing happened between us.
You just didn't get the chance. So, you're blaming me for arriving too early.
That's not what I meant.
I don't care what you meant. Take them. The prince consort is the general's son. Even with your high status, your highness, you shouldn't treat him this way. The late king exiled you to Ashford City as a child. You've only just returned, so you probably don't know that Charles's father, General Stone, commands the army. He's the king's most trusted man. If this gets out of hand, and the king finds out, I'm afraid even you, your highness, will have some explaining to do. I just want your Royal Highness to think twice. Think twice?
Princess!
Kill her.
Simon.
Princess! Princess, you've gone too far! No wonder the royal astrologer calls you the cursed star. You're nothing but a bloodthirsty demon. You're nothing but a bloodthirsty demon.
You're right. The royal astrologer says I'm the cursed star. The whole court agrees. I'm the cursed star. So my ruthlessness is only natural, isn't it? Take him away, to the dungeons.
Victoria, how dare you? How dare you do this? The king won't allow this. My father won't either. He won't stand for it. Victoria!
The cursed star. I once wanted to be a good person. But from the day I was born, I was called the cursed star. Anyone who got close to me died a terrible death. Everyone. They avoided me like the plague.
By the mandate of heaven, the king decrees, Princess Victoria is cursed by the stars. She curses her kin and the kingdom. For the good of the realm, Princess Victoria is ordered to go to Ashford City to pray for the kingdom's safety. So decreed.
In my past life, my parents never favored me. After being exiled to Ashford City, to survive, I built my own army. My father feared my growing power, so he decreed that I marry Charles Stone, and he ordered him to poison my food with a slow-acting toxin. Charles and I lived separately, playing the part of a married couple for 7 years, but he never minded. Step by step, he plotted my death. And then there was Edmund Wren, the man I dedicated my life to grooming, my own prime minister. In the end, he betrayed and killed me. He delivered the fatal blow. At 25, I died, without even a proper funeral, wrapped in a straw mat, just a straw mat, and dumped in the wilderness. I'd done nothing wrong. Yet I became the villain everyone hated. How pathetic. Take Charles Stone to where he belongs. Start with 80 lashes, to loosen him up. Then give General Stone a message. If he can't discipline his own son, I'll do it for him.
Yes.
Since I'm the cursed star, I should do what a cursed star does. Otherwise, it's a waste of this chance to start over.
Victoria went to the Scarlet Dove house to catch him. Princess, to a den of filth. It's a scandal!
Your Majesty, please. The princess was on official business, not a scandal. Besides, it was broad daylight. She went openly, and returned openly. No one dares to speak ill of the princess.
You don't have to defend her.
The princess was away for 10 years. She returned to obey the late king's decree and marry Charles Stone. But Charles Stone, in broad daylight, met a lover at a brothel. He shamed the princess. Her anger is justified. Your Majesty, you should be more understanding.
Your Majesty, General Stone is here.
Look at this. What a mess. How am I supposed to face General Stone?
Your Majesty, you are the king. How can you lose your composure?
I failed to discipline my son. My son Charles disgraced his station, indulging in vice, and brought shame to us all. I come to beg forgiveness. I await your judgment.
What are you saying, General Stone? Please, rise. This matter is Victoria's fault. I will see that the prince consort gets justice. Edmund, go to the princess's estate. Deliver my decree. Order Victoria and Charles Stone to come to the palace at once.
Your Majesty, she may not listen to me.
You are the Prime Minister. Go deliver the decree yourself. She won't dare refuse. If she dares to refuse, I will charge her with contempt of the crown.
Yes.
Come here. This estate you built for me. This princess estate. I like it very much.
I know your grace is particular about your bed, so I had someone model it after your estate in Ashford City. They built you an identical bedchamber.
Well done. Edmund, I'm not going to marry Charles Stone. Would you be willing to be my prince consort?
I'm not worthy of your grace.
Kneel. Closer. Afraid I'll eat you? Worthy or not is for you to decide. Or is it, you're not ready to give up your title? Or is it, being my prince consort is beneath you?
No.
What's Alexander's decree?
He orders your grace to the palace at once, and to bring Charles Stone.
Charles Stone is in the dungeon. Before he dies, he won't be leaving my estate. Do you know why?
Because he had an affair, and betrayed your grace.
His petty betrayal isn't worth my time. Before my father died, he gave him a mission to slowly poison me, gradually cripple my powers, and ensure I wouldn't live past 7 years. My dear father, even on his deathbed, he still distrusted me. He went to such lengths to make sure I died at the right time. You're flustered, Sir Edmund.
I'm not.
Edmund, I remember. I taught you your place. Lying to me has consequences.
Yes.
Since this mouth always lies, I'll just sew it shut.
As you wish, your grace.
I don't like you calling me your grace.
As you wish, mistress.
If Charles Stone was a weapon used against me, then Edmund Wren was a wolf I raised myself, a traitor who turned on his master. I nurtured him carefully, taught him myself. His every mannerism was strictly that of a nobleman. In the entire empire, no nobleman could match his looks, his grace, or his wit and strategy. His path to power was also paved by my hand, carefully laid out for him. But this very man, with a smile on his face, betrayed me. He dealt me a fatal blow. Edmund?
Yes.
If a pet kills its master, how should it be punished?
He deserves a harsh lesson.
How to punish him?
Rip out his claws. Smash his teeth. So he can't attack his master again.
Is that so? Very well. I'll do as you say. By tomorrow evening, move into my estate. I have a special gift for you. You may go see Charles Stone after you've seen him. You can return to the palace. Tell them that at my estate you were turned away. Alexander can't touch you then.
Where's Victoria? I want to see Victoria. All I did was visit a brothel and she's punishing me like this?
Don't flatter yourself, Mr. Charles. Even if you slept with 100 women a day, or died in their arms, Princess Victoria wouldn't care.
The virtuous Prime Minister Wren is so shameless.
You've done shameless things too. So why can't others talk about it?
Did the king send you? Where's Victoria? Hasn't she gotten her revenge? So you can let me go now, right?
You're a grown man, Mr. Charles. How can you be so naive? The princess sent so many men to bring you here with such fanfare. You think you have a chance of getting out now?
What did you say?
The late king gave you a mission, within 7 years, to poison the princess. And this, the king and General Stone know all about it, right?
What are you talking about? Why would the late king poison the princess? She was his daughter, the king's sister. She's a princess.
Why so worked up, Mr. Charles? Did it happen? You know, I know, the princess knows, and the late king knew.
You are the princess's man?
Whose man I am is none of your concern.
Victoria! Victoria's lying. When you want to condemn, you'll always find a charge. I thought it was my affair with Julia Moon that angered her and shamed the princess. So she had me captured. If I had known beforehand that she'd learned of the late king's decree, even if it meant a fight to the death, I would never have surrendered. Victoria! Victoria, let me out. You'll die a terrible death. You and Edmund. You both deserve to die.
For a man with no future, there's no point in wasting words. I only came here to confirm that he poisoned her. As for being the princess's man, yes, I am the princess's man. I was, I am, and I always will be. For this life and for all my lives. Your Majesty.
Victoria's not here?
I did not see the princess. Captain Blackwood at the princess's estate said the princess is in a bad mood. She's seeing no one.
Gregory Locke!
Yes, sire.
Go summon the princess and the prince consort to the palace at once. If the princess refuses, use force.
Yes, sire. Go.
To be honest, it was all Charles's fault. As the princess's consort, in broad daylight, he visited a brothel, shaming the princess. Her anger is understandable. So please, don't be too hard on the princess.
I believe General Stone is right. As the princess's consort, he openly met with a courtesan. Not only did he shame the princess, he also disgraced the royal family. The princess's anger is understandable.
Everyone knows what Victoria is like. Edmund, you don't have to defend her. If that's all, you may leave. General Stone and I need to talk.
Yes, sire. I'll take my leave. Such beautiful hands. But these hands, these very hands, they've committed the sin I'll always regret.
Sir, Commander Locke has gone to the princess's estate.
In 3 days, bring me Gregory Locke's head and report to me.
Yes.
Wayne Gray.
Sir.
Starting tomorrow, I'll be on sick leave. All affairs of the estate are now your responsibility.
Sir.
Create trouble for the Stone family. In 3 months, I want to see the Stone family in chaos. In 6 months, I want the Stone family gone from the Imperial City.
Yes, sir.
"2 days. They felt so long. Thankfully, she's still alive. And I'm glad we're both still young.
I have a royal decree. I must see the princess. Captain Blackwood, go and announce me again.
The princess is in a foul mood today. She's seeing no one.
How dare you? Princess Victoria? Is she defying the king's decree?
Grace. The prince consort is gravely injured. Your orders, Your Grace.
Gravely injured?
Yes, besides the 80 lashes and his external wounds, he also has severe internal injuries.
You should go see Charles Stone.
Will he die?
Not yet.
Then don't treat him. We'll deal with it when he's dead.
Yes.
Imperial Guard, kill!
Kill.
You, the princess, is defying the decree. That's treason. I'll report this to the king and have him punish you all. Go.
You couldn't see Victoria?
I failed. I have failed, Your Majesty. Simon Blackwood. He's so insolent. I couldn't even see the princess. The Imperial Guard. They defy the crown. They're arrogant and rebellious. They're plotting treason. Treason.
Victoria!
Charles was at fault. I believe the princess is in a rage. That's why she's acting so irrationally. She didn't really mean to offend Your Majesty.
My loyal Richard is right. Victoria must be in a rage right now. That's why she's acting so irrationally.
Your Majesty is wise.
All right. Let Victoria cool down first. Tomorrow morning, you go yourself to the princess's estate. Try to apologize to her. Then bring Charles home and discipline him. After that, have Charles apologize to Victoria and promise never to visit a brothel again. That way, Victoria will naturally calm down.
Yes.
This cage. It suits a man of your status. Do you like it?
I do. Thank you, Your Grace.
Then, you'll be staying here from now on. I put a lot of thought into this for you. Come here. He's powerful and holds a high office. If I were to just cut ties with him now, then all the effort and thought I've put in would be for nothing. Such a handsome face. To look at it daily. It satisfies my aesthetic pleasure and ensures he can't betray me. Perfect. Edmund, I had a dream. I dreamt I was hurt by a pet I raised myself.
That pet. It deserves to die.
Smashing its teeth. I can't bring myself to do it. Pulling its claws. And it loses some of its fun. So I decided the best way is to lock the pet up, so its teeth can't bite and its claws can't harm.
Yes.
If you were just a little less handsome, I wouldn't have gone to all this trouble. I'd have just thrown you on Graveyard Hill to be torn apart by wolves.
I should be grateful for this face of mine. Otherwise, I'm afraid I'd have no chance at all.
These shackles are for you too. Like them? These manacles are for you too. Like them? Do you like them?
I do. Thank you, Your Grace.
Thank me? I've raised you for so many years. I thought I knew you better than anyone. But now, are you truly grateful? Or just flattering me? I can't tell anymore. Can I still trust you?
I won't deceive you, Your Grace. Never.
Then, put on the manacles yourself.
Yes. At least, she still wants me.
My years of training weren't in vain. There's no one else on Earth who can wear manacles with such dignity. Edmund. This cage and these manacles were truly made for you.
Yes.
You're better off as a quiet pet. You're almost pitiful to look at.
If you wish, Your Grace, I will be your pet.
Want it or not is no longer your choice. So just stay put. And don't get any funny ideas. I don't want to have to destroy you myself.
Yes. Your Grace, I knew you'd come to save me. I knew it.
Why? Why did you betray me? Why?
It wasn't me, Your Grace. It really wasn't me. It really wasn't me, Your Grace. Not me. Not me, Your Grace.
Victoria, he's poisoned. Hand over the Imperial Guard seal, and I'll spare his life. Hand over the Imperial Guard seal.
Don't, Your Grace.
Prime Minister Wren, you arranged this little show yourself. And what a brilliant performance. Seize her.
Your Grace! Your Grace!
Bad dream?
I deserve death. I disturbed your rest.
Indeed, you do. What was the nightmare about?
I dreamt of our childhood.
Our childhood? I pulled him from the depths of darkness. I paved a path for him, a road of glory. And how did he repay me? With this? You woke me. You'll kneel here all night. Don't move.
She's alive. Thank goodness. May I serve you, Your Grace?
No need.
Report! News just came from outside. Commander Locke has been beheaded.
You did this?
He deserved it.
He's dead. So what? He was just a worthless eunuch. I don't care about him.
Yes. Lady Stone is here with her people. She wants to see her son.
Who did she bring?
She brought the Queen Mother's matrons. They're all from the Queen Mother.
Understood. Let them in.
Yes.
You can take the shackles off. For an hour.
Please, Your Grace. Thank you. She still cares.
Why don't you ask me why I'm treating you this way? I've been reborn. So I hold some resentment towards Edmund. But from his perspective, he has no way of knowing why my attitude has changed so drastically.
No need to ask. My life is yours to command.
Your Grace, has full authority over me.
Edmund, do you think, once you're powerful enough, you'll betray me?
Never. Until my death, I will never betray you.
But I can't seem to trust your promise.
With time, I will prove it to you.
Why isn't the princess here yet?
Her Highness is at breakfast.
We've been waiting here since early morning, and the princess is still taking her sweet time with breakfast? If you're tired of waiting, Lady Stone, you may leave. In my estate, you don't get to throw your weight around. Your Highness. You've been waiting, Lady Stone. How inconvenient for you. Speak. What is it?
I want to see Charles. I want to see Charles.
You want to see him? This is my estate. You think you can see whomever you want?
Charles is my son. I want to see him. That should be a reasonable request.
But this request to me is not reasonable, especially since Lady Stone and this matron don't even know their manners. What gives you the right to make demands of me?
What do you mean, Your Highness? I'm Charles's mother, and I'm your elder.
You're right, Lady Stone. Then by that logic, you're the king's elder too. Should I summon the king to kneel before you?
Your Highness, watch your words.
Simon Blackwood, go to the dungeon and bring Charles Stone here.
Yes.
The dungeon? Victoria actually put Charles in the dungeon? She's completely lawless.
Since you're here, Lady Stone, I might as well handle some family business. Matron Chandler, you don't often visit my estate, so you can watch today and see how I handle my family affairs.
Mom! Help me!
Mom!
Save me!
My son!
Help me, Mom.
Victoria! Even if you're a princess, you have no right to torture your own husband. He's your husband, not a prisoner, and certainly not your slave.
Victoria! How could you do this to me? The king will never forgive you. How dare you do this to me? The king will never forgive you.
Charles Stone has broken my rules. He's a disloyal husband. He's been unfaithful. I was going to divorce him, but for General Stone's sake, for his service to the kingdom, he'll only get 20 strokes.
What did you say? The other day, the Imperial Guard dragged me to prison. Without a word, they gave me 80 lashes. And now you're going to have me beaten again? You're going too far.
Princess, you can't do this. He just made a mistake. He messed up. It wasn't intentional. You can't beat him again.
Your Highness, you can't. Those strokes are brutal. What if they cripple him? General Stone, he only has one son.
This is my family matter. Simon.
Guard!
Help me!
Your Highness, you can't do this.
One more step, and you'll die here today.
Your Highness, you can't defy the king's decree. You can't defy the king's authority. If the Queen Mother finds out you've been so treasonous, how will you explain yourself? And when you face the king, how will you answer for this?
I'm the cursed star. Did you forget, matron? I am the cursed star. Have you forgotten, Matron Chandler? What cursed star means? Do I have to spell it out for you? Anyone who gets close to me meets a violent end. If you're tired of living, Matron Chandler, I'd be happy to oblige. I'll send you straight to the gates of hell.
Her Royal Highness, acting this way, is putting me in a difficult position.
Not a problem. Once the 20 strokes are done, you can all leave.
But the Prince Consort, he's badly injured. He needs to rest.
Or does Matron Chandler want the Prince Consort to drag his battered body to the palace to see the king?
Victoria? You're framing me. My father will never forgive you. And the king won't either. He'll never forgive you.
Me? Framing you? I caught you in the act at the Scarlet Dove House. I saw you with that girl myself, and I wasn't the only one there. They all saw what you did. So you dare say that I'm framing you?
You cut the act.
Your Highness, even if he was wrong, but this doesn't warrant such a harsh punishment. What man doesn't visit a brothel? Are you saying that all men who visit brothels deserve such a severe punishment?
Visiting a brothel is a minor offense, but marrying me with the intent to murder me is unforgivable. It's a crime worthy of a slow, painful death. I have other matters to attend to. I have no time to listen to Lady Stone plead for her son.
Your Highness, please wait.
After the 20 strokes, take Charles Stone back to the dungeon. Since you're the Queen Mother's envoy, you should first teach Lady Stone her place. Then you may come to me.
Your Highness, by order of the Queen Mother, you are to release Prince Consort Charles at once. An edict from the Queen Mother. Release Prince Consort Charles at once.
The Queen Mother's edict means nothing to me. If you have the time, Lady Stone, you should pray more to the gods.
Your Royal Highness, why are you so cruel and heartless? Charles only made a mistake that any man would make. You've already punished him. Must you really kill him?
Charles Stone was the late king's chosen consort for me. I'll do with him as I please. If you object, Lady Stone, appeal to the king. Throw them out.
Princess, I'm on my knees. Please. I failed to raise him right. Just let Charles go. I promise I'll make him change his ways. He'll never fool around again. He'll never be unfaithful again. I'll never let him offend you again. Your Royal Highness, please, I'm begging you.
Of course not. My issue with Charles is not about jealousy. It never was. You misunderstand, Lady Stone. Between him and me, we have a past life feud and a present life hatred. Charles Stone owes me a life.
Your Grace, the Chief Commander Gregory Locke was killed. The King has ordered the Royal Court and Justice Department to investigate. The lead investigators are here with their men. They want to question Her Royal Highness.
They suspect I'm the killer.
Yes.
Then go back and tell them that a eunuch who dares to offend me, I can kill him if I want. What can they do to me?
Your Majesty, Your Majesty, please, save him. Her Royal Highness, she's trying to kill Charles. Please, Your Majesty, please. Please grant me justice.
Is this really true?
Your Majesty, Lady Stone is telling the truth. Her Highness also said that your decree means nothing to her.
That Victoria is so insolent.
I would never lie to your majesty. If I hadn't seen it myself, I wouldn't have believed Her Royal Highness could treat her own husband this way. Please, your majesty. He's my only son.
Enough. I understand the situation. Later, I'll summon her to question her.
Yes. Thank you, your majesty.
Send my decree. Have Victoria come to the palace.
Yes.
Besides you, my Prime Minister, in those years, I also raised many other fine young men. Now they should finally be of use.
But your grace, you've invested the most in me.
Thinking about it, I should even thank the late King and Queen Mother. Though they feared and loathed me, wishing they'd never had me, exiling me to Ashford City gave me the greatest freedom.
Queen Mother's decree. Princess Victoria is summoned to the palace.
Time for a palace visit, to see my dear Mother Queen. After this, we may not meet again.
Your Grace.
I'll go with you.
A pet should know its place. Stay put. Without my permission, you go nowhere.
Yes.
Her Royal Highness, please wait.
So this is the woman who gave me life, yet never raised me. All these years, we've met fewer than 10 times.
I don't want to see her. Leave.
Yes. When I was born, because of the royal astrologer's prophecy, Mother Queen disliked me. She even loathed me. She dumped me on a nursemaid, and I was raised by her. Just because my nursemaid fought for my medicine, and my own mother refused, she was executed.
My lady, she's dead. For the princess, she dared to disrespect you. She was a threat.
Dispose of her. Remember, you are the cursed star. Your nursemaid, she died because of you.
No doctor, no medicine. Yet somehow I recovered.
You really are the cursed star. You're so hard to kill.
My only companion, a maid, brought me some pastries, and Mother Queen had her beaten to death.
See? Mother Queen was right. You really are the cursed star. You are the cursed star. Anyone near you dies. Release Charles Stone. I'm talking to you. Didn't you hear me?
Release Charles Stone? Impossible.
What did you say?
I came here just to see how Mother Queen is doing. Whether you were pining for your daughter, looking pale and haggard and overwrought. but it seems you're doing well. So elegant and radiant. So, I can rest easy now.
Rest easy about what?
I can finally do whatever I want. No need to worry that your frail body will give out from anger.
How dare she speak to me like that?
Rest, Mother Queen. I won't disturb you. You've never wanted to see me. From now on, I'll do my best to stay away. If I can avoid appearing before you, I will.
Your Highness, the king requests your presence in the royal study.
Lead the way.
Yes. Your Highness, you must bow to the king.
Bow? Yes. How?
Just kneel. Kneel.
Show me how to kneel.
Your Majesty, long live the king.
And then?
Your Highness, long live your Highness.
You may leave.
Victoria, what are you up to?
Didn't you ask to see me? Actually, I should be asking you that.
Your Highness, you must show the king proper respect. You can't be so informal.
I was exiled to Ashford City at the age of 8. No one taught me any manners. But over the years, I've been the one making the rules. Would you like to see, Mr. Long?
Victoria, you're being utterly insolent. Not bowing to me is one thing, but I never thought you'd be so defiant and disrespectful. Do you know that even if I killed you right now, you couldn't do a thing?
Is the king joking? Actually, I'm the one who's going to kill you. And you can't fight back.
How dare you! You're being outrageously insolent.
Get to the point. Don't pull that royal act. I'm not impressed. If you have nothing to say, I'll be leaving.
Release Charles Stone. He's not just your prince consort. He's also General Stone's heir. You will not disrespect him.
We're not married yet.
Father decreed this marriage. Even if you're not married yet, you're as good as husband and wife. You can't deny it.
Your Majesty, you seem to have misunderstood a few things. Alexander, let me correct your 3 mistakes. First, Charles Stone. Now that he's in my hands, I never intended to let him leave my estate alive. Second, who Richard Stone is none of my concern. I'll disrespect whoever I want, and no one can stop me. Objections are useless. Third, your orders are like a fart to me, worthless, and stinking to high heaven. Charles Stone, by the late king's decree, was to poison me within 7 years. I couldn't die too soon, because that would have hindered you against the Duke Regent, and I couldn't die too late, because my existence to you and your mother was a thorn in your side. So, Your Majesty, don't bother telling me that a man's affairs are trivial. I'm killing him, and it's never been about his petty affairs.
Guards, seize Victoria!
Guards, seize Victoria!
It's been 10 years, brother. I've missed you so much. This is just a little welcome gift. From now on, when you speak to me, brother, you might want to be a little more polite and show some respect. Of course, I wouldn't mind if you just pretended I didn't exist. It's best you don't bother me. Otherwise, if I were to commit regicide, I'd be condemned by all, and my sin would be grave. But I'm afraid, Your Majesty, you won't be able to save your precious life.
What did you give me?
It could be a longevity pill or a deadly poison. I was in a hurry, so my attendant grabbed one from my sleeve. I didn't get a good look.
Your Highness!
Physician! Physician! Wyatt Long! Wyatt Long! Physician! Yes, physician! Physician! Quick, the physician!
Your Highness, I want to see Charles.
Your Royal Highness, Mr. Charles only visited a brothel. Even if you're displeased, you should have asked General Stone for an explanation. To punish him, General Stone should be the one to do it. You have no right to punish a general's son on your own. That's against protocol. Right. What man doesn't visit a brothel? How could you, Your Highness, punish Mr. Charles for that? If this gets back to the army, people will think that while General Stone is defending the country, his own son is being persecuted by you. It will demoralize the army. The consequences will be unthinkable.
Defending the country? Army chaos? What's that got to do with me?
I've already seen the Queen Mother. So, Your Highness, release Charles at once.
Are you done? Then you can leave. Before you stay here too long and get cursed by my aura and lose your life. It's not worth it.
Your Highness, you're being so stubborn.
Simon.
Yes.
Take some men to Hughes Manor. Bring his youngest son to my estate. To be a slave.
What did you say?
Deaf at your age?
Yes.
Absurd! This is utterly absurd. Your Highness, you're so rebellious, so defiant. The king will not tolerate this. The Queen Mother won't either.
Enough noise. If Lady Stone wants to see her son, she can see him in the dungeon. The rest of you, leave. Keep making a racket, and my estate will have a few more servants.
Stop! Let my brother go, or you'll regret it! I said, let my brother go! My father is the Empire's Grand General. Even as a princess, you have no right to punish him. He's not your property. Besides, you're just a banished princess. My brother only married you by the late king's decree. It's not to be violated. Do you really think you're worthy of him?
I like that. Go on.
Even if I say it 100 times, it's still true. You're nothing but a cursed star.
You're the cursed star.
The late king and queen mother are ashamed of you. Do you really think you're some noble princess? Listen up. If you don't let my brother go, the queen mother will make you pay.
Sharp tongue, Miss Stone. And a pretty face. Let her die whole.
Belle. Belle!
You look so well behaved.
Your Grace.
Being alone. Does it get boring?
No. I read. When I can't focus, I think back to my 10 years in Ashford City. It feels very fulfilling. It's a happiness I can't put into words.
Happiness? Are you sure you're using the right word?
All the memories worth keeping are beautiful.
I poisoned Alexander.
Poisoned?
What do you have to say?
Your Grace's affairs are not my place to question.
As the king's most trusted advisor, this is not the reaction I'd expect.
I belong only to your Grace.
What am I to you?
A pet.
You're quite well-behaved for a pet. Having a pet is truly a pleasure, and so easy. Admire the beauty when you're bored, and when you're in a bad mood, you can take it out on them. And if you get tired of them, you can just replace them. No responsibilities. Better than those men with their wives and concubines. Don't you agree?
Yes, as long as your Grace is pleased.
Bathe. Edmund, you've been in court for 3 years, and already the Prime Minister. So young, yet so powerful. And you're blessed with a face like a painting. Among all the noble ladies in the city, is there not one who admires you?
I don't know. I never pay attention to such things.
And none of your colleagues have mentioned wanting to marry their daughter to you?
No. Even if they did, they wouldn't bring it up so soon. Your Highness, Chancellor Hugh's youngest son is here. Your orders.
Understood. You may go.
Yes.
Am I beautiful?
Yes.
And do you like me?
I do.
Since I'm beautiful, and you like me, then why won't you be my prince consort?
I'm not worthy.
Very well. This topic, I'll never bring it up again. So just settle in and be my pet. When I tire of you, I'll set you free.
What I meant was, I will.
Too late. I don't need a prince consort. A pet is better.
Your Majesty, you've been poisoned, but the signs are unclear. I can't tell what poison it is. Your Majesty, are you feeling any discomfort?
The secret decree Father gave Charles Stone. How could Victoria know? Did Charles Stone tell her? Victoria, exiled for 10 years. She has no respect for the throne, and she's
terrifying. If the Stone family and her are plotting something.
What is Victoria up to? Is she plotting treason? She's asking for death.
Report. Your Majesty, it's terrible. Princess Victoria killed the Stone family's heiress, Isabel Stone. Lady Stone, overcome with shock and rage, fainted on the spot. General Stone is on his way to the palace now to seek your justice. Is Victoria a maniac? What in the world is going on? Why did she kill the Stone family's heiress? Lady Stone and her daughter blocked the gates of the princess's estate, demanding to see Charles Stone. The Stone heiress insulted the princess.
She killed her just for being rude. She's completely lawless. Lawless.
Guards! Take the royal guards out, now! Arrest Victoria!
Your Majesty, calm down. You mustn't. The princess is so reckless. She'll do anything. If it comes to a fight, the royal guards are no match for the Imperial Guard.
Useless! You're all useless! The royal guards are no match for the Imperial Guard. I was too rash. Report. Your Majesty, the princess had her men seize Chancellor Hughes's youngest son and take him to the Princess Hall. She's making him her slave.
That rebel.
Guards, bring the Duke Regent to the palace at once.
The Queen Mother has arrived!
Your Majesty, long live the Queen Mother.
I want to see Victoria.
I will go and inform her.
How dare you! To see her own mother, does she need to be announced? That Victoria. Doesn't she know to come out and greet me herself?
So, Your Majesty, no announcement.
Where is she now?
Her Highness is in her chambers. Her Highness prefers peace and quiet. Unless it's urgent, she dislikes being disturbed.
So, bring her out.
Yes, I will go and inform Her Highness. Your Highness, the Queen Mother is waiting at the gate.
Take the Queen Mother to the Lakeside Garden Hall.
Yes.
For her son, the Queen Mother has really stooped low. But this move only shows her weakness. To recover from this will be hard.
Your Majesty, please join us in the garden hall for tea.
What? So Victoria won't greet me herself?
Her Royal Highness is occupied. She's unavailable at the moment. Please forgive her, Your Majesty.
Take the tea to her.
Yes.
Tell me, what if I poisoned the entire Ashford royal family and made myself empress? What would happen?
If you will it, Your Grace, I will clear the path for you.
You've forgotten your place again. You're just a pet now. You're powerless. Do I have to keep reminding you?
Sometimes a pet can be useful.
Is that so?
Dogs bite. Cats scratch. If you will it, Your Grace, a pet can also be very dangerous.
That's true. A pet that kills its master. Its claws are very sharp. Have 2 plates of fresh fruit sent over.
Yes. Princess.
My tea. To your liking, Queen Mother?
You have quite the attitude.
Hardly. You're here today, Queen Mother. What's your business?
You poisoned Alexander. How could you be so heartless? He's your own brother. He's the king. What you've done, you'll be struck down by heaven.
Struck down by heaven? I'm the cursed star, am I not? If you truly believe in that prophecy, Mother Queen, then you should believe that the cursed star is capable of anything. The cursed star, capable of anything. You coming here today was a mistake. Anyone who gets close to me ends up in ruin. What if, after you leave, you fall ill? I'm afraid I'll be blamed again for something I can't deny.
Such a sharp tongue. I have never seen a daughter dare to speak to her mother with such disrespect.
Right back at you. I've never seen a mother who would exile her own daughter for 10 long years, and I've never seen a mother who values a prophecy more than the bond of a 10-month pregnancy.
You resent me.
No. I have nothing to resent. Resentment means there's still hope. Too bad. Over the years, I've long given up on family. My father and you killed it all yourselves. So don't expect me to see you as a mother anymore.
What do you want? To give Alexander the antidote?
Tell me, what if you and Alexander were both poisoned, with the same poison, but I only have one antidote? Would you save yourself or Alexander?
What did you say?
The tea you just drank was poisoned. The same poison as Alexander's.
You!
This poison isn't fatal at first, but it strikes once a month. When it strikes, it's excruciating. It lasts for 3 days. Only I have the cure. Now, Mother Queen, think carefully. If I only have one antidote, who gets it? Who should I give it to?
Doing this, aren't you afraid of dragging your people down?
I'm not afraid to die myself. Why would I care about them? My soldiers are loyal to me and me alone. If I die, who would let them live? So, unless Alexander sends his army to attack, otherwise he can't do a thing to me. Too bad. If he does attack, the casualties will be massive. I wonder if Alexander has what it takes to face the consequences. His kingdom, if he can't save it, I'm sure he'll die a worse death than me.
You beast!
You're wasting your breath, Mother Queen.
What do you want from me?
I just want justice for the wrongs I've suffered.
I know. I was unfair to you. But the royal astrologer's prophecy, no one could ignore it. After all, it was about the survival of the royal family. Your brother, he's been frail since childhood. So of course I worried. You should understand.
Understand?
I'll make it up to you.
Make it up to me? So, how will you make it up to me?
What do you want?
I want 1,000,000 gold pieces. Will you give it to me? I want Alexander's throne. Can you grant that?
Victoria, how dare you!
See? We barely started talking and your loving mother act is already slipping. I remember. You used to be so composed and dignified. No matter what happened, you always handled it with ease. You rarely lost your composure.
What will it take for you to give me the antidote? What will it take for you to give me the antidote?
The antidote for whom? If it's for you, then Alexander can't have it. Every month he'll suffer for 3 days. Each time he'll be in agony, wishing for death. If for a whole year he has no antidote, even if he doesn't die, he'll be tormented beyond recognition. Maybe he won't even live to see the day his throne is secure. If I give the antidote to Alexander, then you'll have to suffer the same torment. You're old and a woman. Your strength and endurance can't match a young man's. Choose wisely. Go home and think it over. I won't see you out. Take your time.
Give me the antidote. I'll take it to Alexander.
Are you sure?
The kingdom can't be without a king. For the sake of the kingdom, I am willing to suffer. But Alexander must be safe.
You and Alexander, such a touching mother-son bond. Too bad, I'm not amused. No antidote today. Besides
what?
You probably doubt what I'm saying. When you return to the palace and the poison takes hold, you'll feel it for yourself. Then we can talk about the antidote.
Victoria! Have you no humanity at all? I am your mother. Your treachery will make you a pariah. You will be struck down by heaven.
A pariah? Struck down by heaven? If I were to be struck down by heaven right now, the first one to cheer would be you, wouldn't it? You dare talk to me of family, of blood, of humanity? You, Mother Queen, have no right to. Select 500 Imperial Guards. Tonight, after dark, before the gates close, take Flynn Hughes and the others to Ashford City.
Yes.
Wyatt was attacked. I need to go to Churton. As for Mr. Edmund, don't tell him.
Yes. I'll escort you, Your Grace.
No need. I have another task for you.
Is something troubling you, Your Grace?
No.
I'd like to talk to you, Your Grace.
About what?
Tonight. The atmosphere is off.
I had the Imperial Guard send Flynn Hughes away.
Send him away? Where to?
Where else? He is the son of a high-ranking official. I wouldn't go so far as to have them killed. What I want is to make Mr. Hughes and the others think twice, so when it matters, they'll obey.
Your Grace, the Duke Regent is here. Will you see him now?
See him. Behave. Don't do anything you shouldn't, or I won't spare you.
Yes. Victoria must be delayed, or she's out. After all, she's busy. She's not always here. The Imperial Guard on duty is gone too.
Sir.
Sir, I have news. Her Royal Highness left the royal capital at the first hour.
The first hour? Isn't that when the gates open? So Victoria was ready to leave last night. But when we talked last night, she didn't give a single hint. It's nothing. Victoria won't abandon me. She can't bear to leave me. As long as I obey, get her what she needs, bring it all, and deliver it to her myself. She'll be so happy. She has to be. Victoria. She must have gone somewhere else that she deems important. Wayne Gray. Take your men to the dungeon. See if Charles Stone is still there. If he is, chop off his hands and feet. Send them to Alexander Ashford and Richard Stone, one to each.
Sir.
Do it.
Yes, sir.
Charles Stone's life is forfeit. Throw him on Graveyard Hill. Let him fend for himself. Also, I remember Richard Stone's hometown. He has an old mother and a discarded wife.
Understood.
I'll handle everything for her, so she has nothing to worry about. I'll guard everything that's hers, until she returns.
Edmund, you've been away long. Are you feeling better?
I'm well now. Thank you for your concern, Your Majesty.
Glad to hear it.
Any business to report? If not, court is dismissed.
Reporting. Your Majesty. What's that you're holding? What is this? A hand!
Whose hand?
Your Majesty. Someone left this at the gate. They told me to show it to Your Majesty. They said, it's the Stone family heir's hand. Huh? The heir! Reporting. Your Majesty, last night before the gates closed, about 500 Imperial Guards escorted a carriage and forced their way out. This morning, as soon as the gates opened, Her Royal Highness took her own Imperial Guards and left the city as well. She had the Imperial Guard seal, so the Royal Guard Corps didn't dare stop her. What are your orders, Your Majesty? She's completely out of control. Is Victoria Ashford staging a rebellion? She's completely out of control. Is Victoria Ashford rebelling? The princess left the city. Without a royal decree, she mobilized troops. That's treason.
What is the princess trying to do?
The late king is barely cold in his grave, and she's already so treasonous.
Is this really Charles Stone's hand?
The Stones and the princess, they have no quarrel. Princess has no reason to be so vicious. Right, Mr. Charles. He just went to a brothel once. That's no reason to be so brutal. Guards, seal off the princess's estate. Arrest everyone at the estate.
Your Majesty, I received news this morning. The princess took her Imperial Guard and left the city in 2 groups. She also took Chancellor Hughes's son. Only the guards and a few maids remain.
What? Chancellor Hughes's son was taken too?
What is the princess trying to do? Right. What is she up to? Enough! Quiet! You're giving me a headache. Get out! Edmund, stay. What is Victoria Ashford really like? I can't seem to figure her out. I need your advice, Edmund. What do you think I should do now?
I think we should first find out where the princess is. See if she's returned to Ashford City. If she has, then investigate Lord Ashford and the princess's relationship.
You suspect Lord Ashford and Victoria are plotting something.
It's not a secret. It's just Princess Victoria was in Ashford City for 10 years. During those 10 years, no one knows what happened.
This matter, I'll leave it to you. I trust you. You'll handle it best.
I wouldn't dare.
I trust you.
Very well. I accept.
I've only just ascended the throne, and sometimes I'm not as thorough as I should be. If I make any mistakes, please, Edmund, correct me. I want to be a wise king.
Your Majesty, being a wise king is not difficult. Just distinguish loyalty from treachery, care for the realm, and be tolerant.
You speak the truth, my loyal one.
Then I shall take my leave.
Edmund, go and get some rest.
A wise king. What a joke.
The princess recently submitted a petition asking the treasury for 200,000 silver taels for her army. After the king rejected it, I thought I just had to follow the order. Who knew the princess would actually take my son away? Isn't this just highway robbery?
Princess Victoria's Imperial Guard are all elite warriors. An army this powerful deserves the best equipment. Top-tier war horses and weapons. As the Chancellor, you didn't even consult me before you sent your petition directly to the king. You didn't even discuss it with her. So of course she's upset. That's only natural.
It was my fault, but...
Princess Victoria's title is even more prestigious than a prince's, and she commands an army. Sir Hughes, you dared to reject her petition. I am truly impressed.
Please, Sir Edmund, what should I do?
The princess. She's not in the capital. What can I do? But the king has ordered me to find the princess. I have a suggestion. Whether you take it is up to you, Sir Hughes.
Please, Prime Minister, I'll listen.
All the princess wants is money, right? Just give it to her. It's only 200,000 taels. For the treasury, that's not a burden, is it?
But the king rejected it. If I act on my own now, wouldn't that be defying the king?
What do you think, Sir Hughes? Is your own son worth 200,000 taels?
Prime Minister, I'll find a way to get the money. When you're tracking the princess's whereabouts, if you get a chance, please tell her I will find a way to get the money she wants. I'll give it to the Imperial Guard. To the Imperial Guard. To get them fully equipped. Please, the princess must protect my son and keep him safe.
Rest assured, Sir Hughes. I will do everything I can to ensure Mr. Flynn's safety.
Thank you, Prime Minister. I'll take my leave.
Sir, the 1st Imperial Guard Unit, 500 men, are escorting Mr. Flynn south. If I'm not mistaken, they're taking him to Ashford City.
Flynn Hughes to Ashford City. Of course. But where Victoria is going is definitely not Ashford City.
The princess left at dawn. As soon as the gates opened, Simon Blackwood was with her. But 200 miles south, they split up. One group continued south, the other turned west.
West. Right. What about Madame Stone?
Within 3 days, we'll have results.
Victoria. When you return, I'll personally have a surprise for you.
General Stone's mother has passed away. He must return to Jeston at once. Sir Edmund, do you have any suggestions? Suggestions?
General Stone's mother has passed away. He must return to mourn. It's only natural. What advice could I possibly offer?
Then, what about the Tiger Battalion under General Stone?
Well, rest assured, Your Majesty. There's no war now. The Tiger Battalion's General Sherman Sheffield is a trusted man, hand-picked by General Stone. With him in charge, the battalion will be in good hands. Powerful ministers. They're masters of political intrigue. They manipulate people. And they're good at killing. Patience.
Edmund! Edmund! What's on your mind?
I was just thinking. General Stone is leaving for Jeston. He'll be gone for 3 years. The Tiger Battalion needs to be properly managed.
You're right. But there's no rush. The General's position, I'll keep it for you. Until you return.
Thank you, Your Majesty. And my son Charles. He's missing. I beg you, Your Majesty, please send someone to find him, to confirm he's safe.
Rest assured, I will find him as soon as possible, and I'll send word to you, General.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Are you really leaving me? How could you leave me? Your Grace. You can't leave me.
Reporting, sir. The spies we sent out have news. Princess Victoria is believed to be in Churton.
Anything special happen in Churton lately?
Prince 16 of Churton was poisoned. The King of Churton has posted a royal decree nationwide, but no one can cure him.
Good. I see.
Sir,
Our men in Jeston have completed their mission. The night before Richard Stone returned to Jeston, Madam Stone passed away.
The one who told Richard Stone the news wasn't from Jeston at all. He was my man. Back then, Madam Stone was still alive. The message was just to get him out of the capital city sooner.
Our men are everywhere now. With General Stone gone, only the Duke Regent remains.
Our power can take on the Duke Regent. Wayne, starting tomorrow, I'll announce I'm personally investigating the princess's whereabouts. You'll watch from the shadows. When I bring the princess back, you'll give her a gift she'll love.
Yes.
My plan was flawless. It wasn't hard. But why? Why then did she have to get hurt? Richard Stone, Charles Stone, Queen Mother Ashford, and all their accomplices. They all deserve to die. Everyone who hurt her deserves to die. Even myself. I will get justice for her. I'll make everyone who hurt her pay a terrible price.
I deserve to die.
Your Grace likes it clean. If she comes back and it's dirty, she won't be happy.
I don't like being lied to. I've already warned you. How many times must I say it? Your purpose?
I just wanted your Grace to come to Churton. Churton is full of spies. If I left Churton to find you, it would be impossible. It's easier for you to come to me.
So... you poisoned yourself?
I was poisoned before. You saved me. If you agree, my life and all of Churton are yours. It's just, you took so long to see me. That's why I resorted to this. If you're really angry, just hit me to let it out. I just wanted to see you. I don't want you to give your heart to that ungrateful snake.
Ungrateful snake? Who are you talking about?
Who else? It's that man from Yorkland. The one they say is so gentle and noble, but is actually full of schemes. The Prime Minister.
You know him?
You like him.
What's that to you?
Your affairs are not my concern. But that man, he's not worthy of you.
Whether he's worthy is not your call.
You're right, it's not my call. But I just don't want you to love someone else. but I don't want your Grace to love someone else.
My affairs are none of your concern. Just mind your own business. Simon Blackwood sent word. He's taking care of things on his end. I've already arranged my departure.
Why not stay a few more days, your Grace?
Wyatt, you know why I'm here. It wasn't to cure you.
Yes, I know. I won't ruin your plans, your Grace. I'll have someone bring you some hot water to wash your feet.
No need. Leave me alone.
She's so perfect. Her face, her figure, her grace. She's perfect in every way. How can I break them up? They're so wrong for each other. He's just a pretty face. Am I ugly? I'm not ugly. Why can't your Grace just love me? If only I could be better. Her and him, so close. That's right. I didn't just help Her Highness. And tonight, I'll be sharing a bed with Her Highness. What else do you want to know? I'll answer anything. You there! Are you all deaf? Throw him out. This is Her Highness's quarters. You've come a long way. Go to another room. Can't you understand me?
Edmund, if you kill him, I will have you stranded in Churton. You will pray for the royal family every day, and you'll never leave. You are not leaving this room.
Your Grace, that man, he's a monster. He wanted to kill me. Your Grace, I
told you to behave, but you wouldn't listen. If even this face loses its appeal, do you think I would still want you?
Your Grace. And what about my face? Isn't it beautiful?
Enjoy it yourself.
But he's in my bed.
This bed is mine now. If you want it back, be my guest.
He's not that handsome. His skin is so rough. And those shadows on his face, they look like they're painted on. He looks like a ghost. I'm way better looking.
What? Are you competing with him?
That's not it. I'm just being honest. He looks like he just crawled out of the ground. Look at his pathetic state. He's no nobleman. I'd believe he's a refugee.
Edmund, let go.
Your Grace.
How is he?
He'll live. Your Grace. You saw it yourself. He choked me again. Your Grace, get rid of him. He's a violent brute. He's nothing like he seems. Some gentle nobleman. He's a wolf. He's not seriously hurt. Let him sleep. He'll sleep for 3 days. Even an Iron Man can't go 7 or 8 days without rest. Running non-stop.
What are you doing? Want to kill him?
What's so great about him?
He's nothing special. So what?
Then I'll just kill him. He's not worth keeping around. But Your Grace, you're actually caring for him yourself.
Get out. Are you going to lie there forever?
Your Grace. Should I ask why she left without a word? But where Victoria goes is her choice. Does she need to tell me? No.
Before I left, I believe I said something to you. You ignored me.
Will you punish me, Your Grace? Punish me, Your Grace. I accept my punishment.
Go look in the mirror.
Is that really me? I look like a refugee. There's nothing left of the refined gentleman. Your Grace, she'll surely be disgusted. But she's still Her Grace, beautiful and noble. Even a single glance feels like a sacrilege.
The person in the mirror is so beautiful you can't look away. Go take a bath.
Yes.
Shy? Shy?
No, I wouldn't dare, Your Grace.
Offend me? Am I the type to be bound by etiquette?
And what about you and Wyatt Feather? Are you like this with him too?
Didn't I tell you? My affairs are none of your concern. You always forget your place.
Yes.
Don't soak too long. After this bucket, you can get out. If you're too weak and slip on the floor, I'll make you build up your strength. You cut off Charles Stone's hand?
Yes.
Why?
Because Charles Stone deserves to die. When you left so suddenly, I lost my mind.
Is that an excuse?
No. This is all the Stone's fault. So Charles Stone must die. I had a false message sent to Richard Stone, that Madame Stone died. He must return to his home in Jeston to mourn for 3 years. That means he must surrender his command. The king would want to keep him, of course, but the king rules with filial piety. Without a valid reason, he can't keep Richard Stone.
Madame Stone is dead?
Yes. Richard Stone. The day before he returns home, Madame Stone will die as planned.
You're full of tricks.
I was wrong. But, Your Grace, you broke your promise.
So what?
I want to stay by your side forever.
Edmund, have you forgotten your place?
I can't control myself. If Your Grace is displeased, you can punish me, imprison me. You can take my freedom. But please, just don't abandon me.
Accept that? All my life, people have told me what I can't do, what I'm forbidden from. But I always do the opposite. Get to the point. While I was away, what you did, tell me every single detail, and I'll decide whether to throw you in the lake to feed the fish.
I also arranged the deaths of 2 of Richard Stone's top generals.
And?
Chancellor Hughes is worried about his son. I had him pay 200,000 taels to Your Grace to see if he could redeem his son. He'll find a way.
If that's the case, then I'll have leverage over Chancellor Hughes, and the treasury will be completely in my hands.
Richard Stone's men will train his army while he's away. He can command 50,000 soldiers. In time, these elite troops will be Your Grace's army. I acted on my own. Punish me, Your Grace.
So you like being punished by me?
Yes, I like it.
Are you cheap?
I am.
I've fed you the best, and taught you the finest arts, all to make you the man you are now. And yet you Spare no effort to debase yourself. Fine then. Then I'll be merciful and send you to a brothel. It'll better satisfy your desire to be cheap.
I just want to atone. If I had a choice, I'd rather not be this powerful minister. Let her keep me prisoner for life, to beat and scold me at will.
Cat got your tongue?
I'm jealous of Wyatt Feather. Jealous of Simon Blackwood. I'm jealous of any man who gets close to your grace. I'm jealous of Charles Stone. I'm so jealous, I want to chop him into pieces. I know I'm not worthy of your grace. I don't dare to have any improper thoughts, but I just can't control myself.
What is he so remorseful about?
Edmund,
What do you want?
I want to stay by your grace's side. Your grace built me a cage and gave me chains. I thought I became your grace's pet. Where the master is, the pet is. You did, your grace. You made me see my place. I've learned my place as a pet. But your grace, you haven't fulfilled your duty as a master. You abandoned your pet. Did you want me to fend for myself? You told me to stay put. You said if I was a good pet, you'd pity me. But your grace, you broke your promise.
Setting aside our past and our grudges, Edmund has a point. I did tell him to stay put, but I left without a word. How to be a pet is your problem. My actions are not for you to judge. Hearts change. Feelings change. My own parents betrayed me. I can abandon my family. Charles Stone wronged me. I can make the Stone family die without a proper burial. Alexander wants to take me down. I can make him fall from his throne. Except for Edmund. Only Edmund. Admit it. When it comes to him, I just can't be cruel. No matter what he does, I'm always more lenient with him than with anyone else. Since I can't kill him, I'll keep him chained to my side forever. As a pretty dog, he's a pleasing sight.
Give up. Her Highness could never like you. She told me. She likes it here. And she likes me. Besides, she hates you. She'll never want you again. Your Grace, save me!
Kneel outside.
Yes. Your Grace, if you hadn't come, I would have been—
Get out too.
Not asking why I punished you?
As long as you're pleased, Your Grace.
Such a good boy. Come, have a drink.
I haven't had a drink in a long time.
What happens if you drink it? Will you die?
If it kills me, would you still make me drink it, Your Grace?
You know it will kill you, but I'm still making you drink it. Will you drink it?
Yes.
Then, why all the talk? When I order you to do something, you have no right to refuse. Drink.
Her Highness told me. She loves it here. And she hates you. She'll never want you again. Give up. She'll never like you.
I deserve death.
Copy the book. 50 times.
Don't go, Your Grace. Please don't go.
Edmund, do you think I am playing some kind of game with you?
I wouldn't dare.
Before you finish that jar, you won't get to leave here. Resist all you want. I have all the time to wait you out.
I have something to say.
Something to say?
Yes.
You have one chance.
Your Grace, we've had the same dream. I had a nightmare. A very, very long dream. So long there was no hope. Every day, I was a walking corpse. In the dream, I lost the most important person in my life.
What was in the dream?
You and Charles Stone were a loving couple. The whole capital praised you, saying you were a match made in heaven, a pair blessed by heaven.
A match made in heaven? Jealous?
I wouldn't dare.
You've been by my side for so many years, yet I've never seen you so undone.
Yes. You told me to obey. And so I did. I was charming and always smiling. You didn't want to see me too often, so I held back, never seeking you out. Even when my heart ached for you, I endured it. They said, you and Charles Stone were a loving couple, and I believed them. It broke my heart, but I dared not show it, fearing they'd see. I could only smile and agree, blessing you and the prince consort. You rarely left your chambers, only once or twice a year, and I only had those 1 or 2 chances to see you, though when we met, we barely spoke. But I was content. I told myself I had to be content. I often drank myself into a stupor, but I dared not let anyone know, especially not you. I feared you'd be disappointed, but every day, I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep at all. In the spring of year 27, I heard you were unwell. I was worried, so I sent someone to find out. And I learned you were pregnant.
Pregnant? Spring of year 27. That was the year I died. Pregnant my ass. The poison had already consumed me. There was no cure. Alexander, that hypocrite, sent the royal physicians to treat me. They all said I needed rest. Where did this pregnancy come from?
That night, I got drunk again at my manor. I drank myself unconscious. Your Grace, I don't want to be here. I want to go back to the princess estate. It hurts so much. It hurts so much.
Sir, a royal decree. You're summoned to the royal banquet.
Her Royal Highness will be there.
Let's go. I never thought. It was a plot against Her Highness. I fell for the trap of the king who claimed to trust me. I became their pawn to seize her power and end her life. 10 years in court, I never slipped up. Just that once. Just that once. Became my lifelong regret.
Edmund, have you been drinking?
Thank you, Your Majesty. I'm fine.
Princess Victoria hasn't been well. I plan to summon them both to the palace and give her some tonics. Edmund, come with me to see Princess Victoria. The royal physician says Princess Victoria is pregnant. I'm so happy. I'm just deciding what title to give the child. Edmund, have some tea to sober you up. Princess Victoria is almost here.
Princess. Pregnant. Child. Title.
Victoria, you're here.
Edmund!
Victoria, he's poisoned. He's poisoned. Hand over the Imperial Guard seal, and I'll spare his life.
If Edmund dies, I'll make every royal guard in this hall, and even you, the king, all die with him.
Do you feel it in your guts? Hurting like hell? Father had Charles Stone give you a slow-acting poison. By my count, it's about time it kicks in.
How could this be?
Victoria, give up. You like him, don't you? Married princess. Every time you look at the Prime Minister, your eyes give you away.
What do you want? I'm already powerless. Still afraid of me, Your Majesty?
The Imperial Guard's command can't stay with you.
This is a plot against Her Grace.
When the one you care about dies, will you cry? Victoria, in all my life, I've never seen you cry. So, let's try.
Let him go.
Hand over the Imperial Guard seal.
I'll give you the seal.
Don't, Your Grace, don't.
Prime Minister Wren, you directed this play yourself. And what a brilliant show. Royal Guards, now!
Yes, sire!
Your Grace! No, Your Grace! Your Grace!
My loyal Edmund. This time, you've served me well, and I plan to reward you handsomely.
Your Majesty! Your Majesty! Your Majesty! Your Majesty! It is terrible! Sir Edmund killed the king! Help! Help! Sir Edmund killed the king!
Your Grace.
Stupid? Yes, I was. But the fool was never Edmund. It was me. Lying to me has consequences. The one who caused all this was me.
As long as you're happy, Your Grace, I'm willing to be your pet. Even if it was just my dream, it still made you misunderstand. It was my fault.
If only he hadn't been so insecure and had more courage.
I deserve to die.
If he'd just looked into it, he would have known that my marriage to Charles Stone wasn't as it seemed. We weren't a happy couple.
Even when I misunderstood, you took it all in stride. You held it all in.
We've missed so much. Not just the 7 years in our past life, but this one, too. Thankfully, it's not too late.
Simon Blackwood is in Ashford City, and everything is set. Recruitment is done. All of it. We await your command, Your Grace.
Since you've made your decision, Your Grace, Churton and I will do our part.
Your kingdom is in chaos. Phoenix Sovereign, you should stay in Churton.
What do you mean? You think this way, you can have Her Grace all to yourself? Let me tell you, dream on.
Edmund is right. Wyatt, you should stay in Churton. Wait for my word.
Yes.
They call me the Cursed Star. Then let this curse destroy all who defy me. If heaven defies me, I will replace it.
Report. Your Majesty, Ashford Castle is buying war horses and weapons, and they're mobilizing their army. They're clearly preparing for war.
What? War horses and weapons? Princess Victoria and Ashford City are deeply connected. This is Princess Victoria planning to rebel? Right. Without a royal decree, you can't buy war horses and weapons, and you can't raise an army. Princess Victoria is defying the law. What is she up to?
Victoria is rebelling? Report. Your Majesty, urgent report. Your Majesty, our spies have located the Duke Regent. Quick, report at once. Lady Ashford has been poisoned for a long time. A month ago, the Duke Regent went to see the princess and found the antidote. Now, the Duke Regent has sent the antidote to Ashford City. According to our intelligence, the Duke Regent has never married because he's always loved someone. And that woman is Lady Ashford.
Useless! Useless! You're all useless. I spend so much money on you, and this is what I get? You're all completely clueless. Are you waiting for the day the rebels surround the capital and throw me off this throne before you realize what they've done? Such treason.
Please, Your Majesty, we deserve death.
Death! You do deserve death, all of you. I spend so much money on you. And for what? I'll have you all.
Your Majesty! Your Majesty! Get the royal physician!
Quick! Get the royal physician! Get the royal physician!
Why so unruly, Your Majesty? I thought your spine wasn't this stiff.
Victoria, you'll die a terrible death.
Perhaps. But the day I meet my end, you won't be there to see it. On the 5th of September, I will take the throne. I'll rule the kingdom in your place. I'll command the court in your place. I'll govern the nation in your place.
Shut up! I am the king. Guards! Where the hell is everyone? Wyatt Long! Wyatt Long!
Should I remind you? You can scream your lungs out, but no one will save you. This heavily guarded palace, to me, is a ghost town. Still can't see your situation?
Antidote! Antidote! Antidote!
Will you write the decree?
Antidote! Give me the antidote!
Will you write the abdication decree?
Give me the antidote!
The abdication decree.
I'll write it.
Wyatt Long.
Your Majesty!
Wyatt Long, you... Edmund Wren?
Your Majesty, how have you been?
What are you doing here? All of this was your plan!
Thanks to you, Your Majesty, I was able to so smoothly execute my plan.
From the start, you were in cahoots with Victoria, plotting, scheming, planning to betray me.
I don't like that term. What I have with Her Highness, how could you call that cahoots? Besides, you're wrong. To take you down, we didn't need to plan early. After all, you've only been king for just over 6 months.
Edmund Wren is my man. From the moment he entered court to becoming prime minister, he's always been mine. But you don't have to be angry. After all, he and you never had any real bond. Wyatt Long, bring a blank royal decree. Prepare ink and paper for the king. Make him write the decree.
Wyatt Long! Wyatt Long! Guards! Guards! Guards!
Don't waste your breath. If there was anyone to protect you, I wouldn't have been able to get here so easily.
Your Majesty! Oh, Your Majesty! Queen Mother! Princess Victoria is here!
I knew this day would come.
Queen Mother, you're well, I see. You've waited day and night, and now I'm finally back. You must be so happy, Queen Mother.
Edmund, you've sided with Victoria?
People climb to the top. Water flows downhill. One must know which way the wind blows.
Traitor! The king trusted you so much. How could you do this? How could you betray his trust?
I'm a simple man. I can't single-handedly turn the tide. Besides, even heaven is on the princess's side. What can I do?
Ridiculous! What have you done, Edmund?
For so many years, Your Majesty, you've always been so graceful. Don't let a moment of frustration ruin your composure.
You, traitor!
Edmund's right. It's come to this. Even if you die, you should do it with dignity. All this shouting is unbecoming.
I am your mother. You're doing this to kill your own mother.
You always say the same thing. Can't you come up with something new? I'm a woman who holds grudges. Everything you've said and done to me in the past, every single thing, I remember it all as clear as day. Not for a moment have I forgotten. But my ascension is a joyous occasion. I don't want to shed blood on this happy day. So, just stay put, Your Majesty. Stay here and enjoy the peace. Don't leave Serenity Palace unless necessary. Maybe I'll even let you live to a ripe old age.
Victoria, are you seizing the throne?
You're mistaken. Alexander wrote the abdication decree himself. He willingly gave the throne to me. Chief Commander Wyatt Long can testify. I did not seize the throne.
You're a woman, and the cursed star. How can you be empress?
The throne is heaven's mandate, not a man's. When a man ruins the kingdom, it's just bad luck. But when a woman rules well, it's her cursed fate. What sense does that make?
Throughout history, no woman has ever been empress.
I will be the first woman to ascend the throne. Serenity Palace is now sealed. Unless it's an emergency, the Queen Mother will not leave.
Victoria, how dare you?
I even dared to seize the throne, so what else would I not dare to do? Enjoy your twilight years, Queen Mother. Once a month, the poison will strike. It's the price you pay for your past cruelty.
Victoria, I am your mother. How could you? Aren't you afraid of divine retribution?
Divine retribution? If there is such a thing, the first to be struck would be you heartless Queen Mother. Edmund.
Your Grace.
Let's go back to the estate. I'm tired. After a bath and a change, I'll get some rest. We'll go to the palace early tomorrow.
Yes. Didn't you want to examine my body? I can take off my robe for you to examine. I just don't know, Your Grace. Do you want me standing or lying down?
Lying down, of course.
As you wish.
Nice body. Smooth and firm. Indeed. A solid man. Your Grace. Turn over. Not bad.
Your Grace. I'm shy. Shy.
Shy? I haven't even done anything yet. Weren't you the one who wanted to serve me? A grown man always so shy. How can you serve anyone? Or should I find someone else?
Your Grace!
Year 28 of Yorkland. Victoria Ashford ascends the throne.
We greet the Empress! Long live the Empress! Long live the Empress! Long live the Empress!